Listen closely because the landscape in Los Angeles is shifting beneath our feet. We are tracking a series of seismic moves that will dictate the future of our team. From high-stakes roster adjustments to critical intelligence regarding the most important position on the field, the front office is not playing games. I have been burning the midnight oil to bring you the cold, hard facts. This is not just a standard offseason update. It is a fundamental restructuring of our championship window. Stay focused because everything we discuss here carries massive implications for our upcoming season.
Let us get right into the fire. The front office just pulled the trigger on a move that has everyone in the league buzzing. They have decided to part ways with the veteran Pro Bowler Tre'Davious White, replacing his massive presence with a proven Super Bowl champion to solidify the secondary. Now, listen to me, because this is not just about swapping jerseys. This is a tactical maneuver designed to maximize efficiency while keeping the salary cap under control. I have sources telling me that this decision was made after weeks of internal deliberation regarding the long-term outlook of the defensive backfield. When you look at the production required to win in this division, you cannot afford to have any weak links, and the brass clearly felt that a change was necessary to elevate the standard of excellence in that locker room. It is a bold move, a move that demands respect, but it also carries significant risk. We are talking about replacing a known commodity with a hungry winner who has tasted the ultimate glory and wants to bring that same intensity to our squad. I have seen this movie before. Teams that get too comfortable, teams that stick with aging veterans past their prime, they end up on the outside looking in come January. The organization is signaling that they are tired of settling for mediocrity. They want winners. They want guys who have the championship pedigree etched into their very DNA. And let me tell you, the locker room is already feeling the ripple effects of this decision. There is a palpable sense of urgency that has been missing for some time. This is about establishing a culture where nobody is safe and everybody is competing for their spot on the depth chart. It is ruthless, it is cold, and frankly, it is exactly what this team needed to shake off the complacency that nearly derailed us last year. However, as we look at the defensive side of the ball, we have to address the elephant in the room. If they are willing to dump a Pro Bowler just to retool the secondary, what does that mean for the most important position on the entire field? We are not just talking about defensive adjustments anymore, because the whispers coming out of the building regarding our quarterback situation are becoming impossible to ignore. Everything hinges on who is taking the snap, and while we are celebrating this defensive upgrade, the real story might be unfolding behind closed doors regarding a signal caller. Can they actually pull off the move that changes everything, or are we heading toward a reality that nobody wants to accept? You need to understand the gravity of these developments because the ripple effects are massive, and we are just getting started with the real bombshells of the day.
If you want to keep getting exclusive insights like this, subscribe now to our channel. We are the only source giving you the real, unfiltered truth on our team every single day. Do not miss out. Stop what you are doing and pay absolute attention. We are talking about Matthew Stafford and the absolute firestorm surrounding his status during this critical free agency tampering window. The reports coming out of the league office are not just rumors. They are indicators of a massive shift in how the organization is planning to attack the next 3 years. I have spoken to multiple sources close to the situation, and the consensus is clear. The team is aggressively evaluating every single option to ensure they have the absolute best weaponry to support their signal caller. This is not about speculation. This is about the cold, hard reality of the modern NFL. If you do not have a top-tier facilitator, you are dead in the water before the season even begins. The front office knows this better than anyone. They are monitoring the market with surgical precision, looking for any sign of weakness from rival franchises that could be exploited. This is high-stakes poker, and the organization is holding a pair of aces while everyone else is trying to bluff their way to the flop. We are seeing a level of coordination that, frankly, I have not seen from this front office in a very long time. They are moving with purpose, they are moving with speed, and they are not looking back. Some might call it reckless, but I call it brilliance. When you have a window this narrow, you have to strike while the iron is hot. If there is a chance to upgrade the supporting cast or find a contingency plan that guarantees stability, you do it without hesitation. The pressure is on, the expectations are astronomical, and quite frankly, anything less than a deep postseason run is going to be viewed as a monumental failure. I am hearing that the conversations happening right now are centered on maximizing the championship window while the talent is still in their prime. They are not interested in rebuilding. They are interested in winning right now, and that starts with the man under center. If Matthew Stafford stays healthy and the pieces around him click, there is no team in the league that can stop this offense. But that is a massive if. The injury history is real, the attrition is real, and the coaching staff knows that they have to be prepared for any scenario. This is why the tampering period is so vital. It's not just about signing players, it's about setting the foundation for the next 6 months of competition. As we analyze these movements, we have to ask ourselves, are they just shuffling the deck, or are they preparing for a total overhaul that will redefine our identity? Because if you think this is the end of the drama, you are dead wrong. We are looking at a trajectory that leads to one single massive question that threatens to tear the narrative apart. We arrive at the final, most haunting question of the offseason, and it centers entirely on Sean McVay. Every single decision we have discussed today leads to this moment. We are at a crossroads. The team is loaded with talent. The roster is being refined. The quarterback situation is under a microscope. But the question remains, is the coaching philosophy evolving fast enough to keep pace with the rest of the league? This is the core issue that keeps the front office up at night. We have seen the success. We have seen the Super Bowl rings. But the league does not care about what you did yesterday. The league only cares about what you are doing today. And today, the competition is fiercer than ever. The innovations in defensive schemes, the evolution of the passing game, it is all moving at a breakneck speed. Sean McVay is a brilliant mind, perhaps one of the greatest we have ever seen. But even the greatest have to adapt or be left behind. I have been analyzing the tape, looking at the tendencies, and there is a real debate occurring within the halls of the facility about whether they should commit to a more aggressive, high-variance style of play, or stick to the tried-and-true methods that brought them the trophy. It is a fundamental disagreement on the direction of the franchise. Some believe that the current window is closing and we need to go all in, burning every resource to capture lightning in a bottle one more time. Others argue for a more sustainable approach, building depth that can survive the inevitable injuries that strike every single year. It is a clash of ideologies that will define the next 3 years of football in this city. You look at the roster, you look at the cap space, you look at the draft capital. It is a puzzle that requires a master tactician to solve. If they get it wrong, we are looking at a long, painful slide into mediocrity. If they get it right, we are looking at another banner in the rafters. The margin for error is razor thin. There is no room for sentimentality in this business. You produce or you are gone. You win or you are forgotten. This is the reality of the NFL, and it is the reality that our organization is facing right now. I am telling you, the upcoming draft is going to be the most important one in recent memory. Every pick, every trade, every free agent signing is a piece of a larger, more complex mosaic. And at the center of it all is the leadership. We are watching a transformation in real time, and the stakes could not be higher for the legacy of this coaching staff. Are they going to be remembered as a one-hit wonder or a dynasty that changed the game forever? The answer is being written in these final weeks of the offseason.
This is a decisive moment for our team. We are witnessing a fundamental shift in strategy, from the defensive secondary to the quarterback room and the very philosophy of the coaching staff. The pressure is mounting, the expectations are soaring, and the margin for error has effectively disappeared. We have laid out the facts, the analysis, and the reality of where we stand. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe the front office is making the right moves to secure another championship? Or are they risking too much in this high-stakes game? Leave your comments below and join the debate. We are in this together, and we will be here to track every single update as it breaks. Thanks for listening.